Welcome to Between Realms, where we explore the hidden depths of dreams, the stars, and the self. If you've ever wondered why certain patterns repeat in your life, why you react the way you do, astrology may hold the key. In this video, we'll travel through the Zodiac, sign by sign, and uncover the deeper challenges each one faces, and how to work through them. These aren't flaws, they are invitations to grow. In every Zodiac sign, there is light, but where there is light, there is also shadow. Today, we journey into the darker side of each sign, not to shame it, but to understand it. Because only when we face the shadow can we truly begin to heal. Let's walk this path together. Aries, the shadow of impulsiveness. Aries is the warrior, bold, passionate, and ready to leap into the fire. But in shadow, that fire burns bridges. Aries charges before thinking, wounds with words, and struggles to pause. Their need to be first can leave others behind, hurt and confused. Breathe before the battle. Pause before speaking. Aries heals when it learns that true strength is not in dominance, but in patience. The warrior becomes a leader, not by force, but by heart. And as the fire cools, we step into the quiet earth. Taurus, the shadow of stagnation. Taurus is the grounded soul, the one who builds and protects. But in shadow, they become the hoarder, of comfort, of grudges, of the past. Change feels like a threat. Movement feels unsafe. Healing begins when Taurus understands that letting go is not loss. It is evolution. The garden they guard will bloom brighter if they allow new seasons in. Softness does not mean weakness. Flexibility is power. With roots loosened, we drift into a gust of air. Gemini, the shadow of fragmentation. Gemini dances with duality, curious and quick. But in shadow, Gemini becomes scattered, saying much, meaning little. They can lose themselves in endless chatter, escaping depth for the thrill of the surface. Gemini finds healing by grounding their thoughts, by choosing depth over distraction. When the mind quiets, the heart has space to speak. And in that stillness, Gemini becomes not just the messenger, but the meaning itself. As the winds still, emotion begins to rise. Cancer, the shadow of emotional walls. Cancer is the nurturer, the protector of the sacred inner world. But in shadow, Cancer withdraws, hides, and guards too tightly. Past wounds become shields. Sensitivity becomes a fortress. Cancer heals by learning that vulnerability is strength, not danger. The shell can soften, the tide can rise. Letting someone in is not surrender. It is connection. It is home. From the ocean's depths, we rise into the blaze of the sun. Leo, the shadow of evil. Leo is the radiant heart, generous, expressive, alive with passion. But in shadow, Leo becomes consumed by validation. The need to be seen turns to desperation. The roar hides insecurity. Leo heals when they create for the joy of creating, not applause. When the spotlight is turned inward, they illuminate others, not just themselves. True royalty doesn't demand the crown, they inspire it through love. And as the lion softens its roar, we move into quieter territory. Virgo is the sacred servant, precise, thoughtful, always refining. But in shadow, Virgo becomes the critic, both of self and others. Flaws feel unbearable. Nothing is ever good enough, not even love. Virgo heals when it allows imperfection to be part of the divine. Growth is messy. Beauty lives in the unpolished moments. When Virgo sees the sacred in the imperfect, peace follows. From detail to devotion, we turn toward the scales. Libra, the shadow of people-pleasing. Libra seeks harmony, beauty, and connection. But in shadow, Libra loses themselves trying to keep everyone else happy. Decisions become impossible. Authenticity is replaced by performance. Libra heals by choosing truth over peacekeeping. Harmony cannot exist without honesty. The most beautiful balance is not silence, but aligned expression. With honesty in the heart, we step into deeper waters. Scorpio is the alchemist of emotion, the one who sees beneath the surface. But in shadow, Scorpio clutches, manipulates, and hides. They fear betrayal so deeply, they betray themselves first. Scorpio heals by surrendering to trust. Control is not protection, it's a cage. When Scorpio opens, They transform not just themselves, but everyone around them. Their darkness becomes sacred power. From the underworld, we rise into fire and freedom. Sagittarius, the shadow of escapism. Sagittarius is the seeker, the philosopher, the explorer of truth. But in shadow, Sagittarius runs from boredom, from pain, from depth. They chase meaning but struggle to stay still long enough to find it. Sagittarius heals by committing to presence. Wisdom is not found only in far-off places, but in the stillness of the now. The arrow finds its mark not through speed, but through aim. And as the archer rests, we climb the mountain of the soul. Capricorn, the shadow of rigidity. Capricorn is the builder, the patient climber, the keeper of discipline. But in shadow, Capricorn becomes cold, disconnected, a prisoner of achievement. Worth is tied to work. Emotions are buried for the sake of progress. Capricorn heals by remembering they are more than what they produce. The summit is meaningless without joy along the way. When Capricorn lets love in, they become not just the mountain, but the sanctuary atop it. As the mountain melts, the wind carries us into strange skies. Aquarius, the shadow of detachment. Aquarius is the visionary, the innovator, the mind ahead of its time. But in shadow, Aquarius becomes distant, more idea than intimacy. They can feel above emotion, too logical to lean into the heart. Aquarius heals by stepping down from the clouds and into human connection. The future needs feeling. Revolution needs relationship. When Aquarius embraces emotion, their visions become not just brilliant, but deeply healing. And finally, we drift into the deep, the ocean of the soul. Pisces, the shadow of escaping reality. Pisces is the mystic, sensitive, intuitive, and spiritual. But in shadow, Pisces drowns. In fantasy, in denial, in illusions that numb instead of nourish. Pisces heals by grounding its dreams in action. When they come back to earth, their magic can heal others. Reality is not the enemy. It is the canvas where dreams become real. Each sign holds a shadow, but also a key. Healing is not about becoming perfect. It is about becoming whole. Your zodiac sign is not your limit. It is your map. And now that you've seen the shadow, you hold the light. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and keep walking between realms.